अवतार
Meher Baba ki
जय।
jai. Avatar Meher Baba ki jai. Avatar Meher Baba ki jai.
Over to you, Pratap ji. Jai Baba.
Jai Baba to all of you. I would just little talk about this, the program which we had in Deccan College. As you all know that Baba had studied in Deccan College. After he passed his matriculation, he 2013 and some months of 14, Baba was in Deccan College. And thereafter, of course, the academic qualification did not mean anything for him, because he has gone beyond all that knowledge because of the kiss by Hazrat Babajan, and thereafter a very drastic turn took his life, and he left the studies. Now the college has completed 200 years. After 200 years, from their side, they called us for a discussion about having some memorial on Meher Baba in that college premises. And I was also present in that meeting, and the staff which were stayed, they were very positive in their thinking about having some memorial there in the college premises. In fact, the dean took by name Pandey, he took very keen interest, and I had a long discussion with him, because he was very much interested when he came to know that I have seen Meher Baba, and I have had a touch of Meher Baba and like all that. That for many people that matters much. Apart from the philosophy, they look for such a, and now at present many of the people have already gone, except few like me. Now see, this college is a deemed university, and they are mostly doing the research work in some of the olden. Now lately there was some books they have brought out on Shivaji's life, and so many such researches they make. And after 200 years, this proposal has come to us, and then I am sure that they will make use of whatever we have placed there. We have given them one good cupboard with about 200 books on very important books, including God Speaks and Discourses, and so many other books like our God Man, and then Listen Humanity. All the important books we have given, even books in other languages also we have placed there, and all the mere publications which have been brought out from Poona Center, they have been placed there. So I am sure that a time will come when these books will reach so many hands, and then people will be prompted to have a close study in Meher Baba's life and Meher Baba's discourses. As at present, you see this particular age in which we are, that has provided us so many means to preserve all this old material, and we have actually witnessed the presence of God-man of this earth, and the God-man has very carefully given everything that is required for the posterity. He has placed with us several books which have been originated by him. There are books on his life written by some other people. He has given discourses, he has given life at his best, and he has given the everything and nothing, so many books. So I am sure that the very fact that it has been given a momentum after 200 years, and that when I brought this to the notice of Mr. Pandey, he was very much excited to see that it is during his time that this event is taking place, and that event, the whole day we had spent in having a very long program. There were very nice talks by several very studious people. Talks were on different topics concerning to Meher Baba, and many people from Mehrabad also were present, from other parts also were present. It was practically so many people attended this function. It was a grand function, I would say. That perhaps you may get a report in the Glow today or tomorrow, perhaps in the coming Glow. But then, just for a introduction to that subject, I am just telling you about what had happened there. And I am very much sure that Baba has something in his mind to bring out this occasion, to carry his name to the people who can be mediums for spreading his name. Anyway, God's ways are different, we cannot fathom. But now, today, I have something else to speak about. When I think about the people who are coming to Baba or some other personalities, there are categories of people, and people have something in their mind. They may not be having especially any ambition for money, fame, name, everything. In spite of getting everything, they come to the spiritual personalities, the tombs of the spiritual personalities. So many people go to Sai Baba. The people going to Sai Baba come from various levels of society. There are very high status people. They are also very poor people. But they come and pay their respects at Sai Baba. Some people, they don't have a steadiness in their belief. Suppose one goes to Sai Baba and that person comes back and tells all his neighbors that I am so very lucky that I went to Sai Baba, and the very next month my son got a very good job and my daughter was being married to a very nice person. Now this attracts the people. Such thing attracts the people. The other people also start going. It is a I just hesitate to say that it is a conviction or it is a belief or it is a faith. In fact, a conviction, and I'm sure you will agree with me that conviction can come to a person only by the grace of your master. If he bestows his grace on you, then only you can have that conviction, a one-pointed belief, one-pointed faith in Baba's contact. There are some people who are desperately looking for God. I do not know what they meant by God or achieving Godhood or something, but they were desperate in very uneasy in their previous life. They were very uneasy, and that desperateness they will go from one master to another master, third to fourth. They are never steady at one place. They are not satisfied. Such people, some of such people, when they came to Baba, ultimately Baba said that how long you are going to go from place to place, master to master. It is high time for you to settle your mind to one master. And they came to Baba. But then when they came to Baba, they have put a condition that I want assurance from you that you will give me what I search for. Their search for was only for God. But before remaining attached to Meher Baba, they would take a promise from Meher Baba that what I search for, what I aspire for, you will fulfill that urge. And for that matter, you have to give me a promise. They take a promise from Meher Baba. And Baba assured them that what you said for, I will definitely give you. Because Baba is the authority. So Baba promises them. There are some such persons. And remaining in Baba's contact, giving everything to Baba. All that obedience, all that conviction, everything giving to Baba, they have remained attached to Baba. But still then, till the last breath, they were uneasy to achieve whatever they had taken promise from Meher Baba. In short, in other words, I can say that unconditional surrender and unconditional faith, unconditional conviction, it's a very difficult thing, And it can come to man only by the grace of the master. Some of us are very fortunate people that they have not kept any such a condition to have contact with Meher Baba, to remain with Meher Baba, to remain attached with Meher Baba. Believe me, there are certain people in our early days, when I was very young then, and one may say I was very ignorant about the high philosophy and all that thing. Even I do not know what I thought about Meher Baba, but I like to be with Meher Baba. I like to meet him. I like to see him. That was the only thing which kept me attached to Meher Baba. I never aspired for any godhood or any realization or anything. Because Baba's personality was so very natural that every time when he sits there, that love will flow out of his body, out of every part of his body. That love will flow out, and we'll all be bathed in that love. That much only was the attraction for me. But then, in those days, the senior people from whom we have expected to know more and more about Mir Baba, they were hesitating to call Mir Baba as the avatar of the age. They said calling Mir Baba as a Guru is all right. But avatar, it doesn't fit into our mind. And I remember that without without knowing anything about avatar and Sadhguru and difference and the work and the authority and all that, without knowing that, I used to quarrel with the people. Why you call Mir Baba as the Saudari? Baba said that he is avatar, he is avatar. This calling Baba avatar, this was from a very responsible, learned people, well-read people. After in their latter life, they accepted Mir Baba to be the avatar, but then it took long time for them to come to that belief that Mir Baba is the avatar of this age. If I tell you the name, it will be surprising for me. I don't want to tell the names because uh, there have been some people who are very intelligent and very studious people. They hesitate to call Mir Baba as the avatar. They say Baba is great. It's all right. He is maybe very rare Sadgurus among their Sadguru, very rare one. That is also acceptable. But avatar is something different. We don't agree to that. It was a state during that time, and very gradually, in very many of the people have ultimately accepted Mir Baba as the avatar. There was one occasion when some of our groups, very close friend of mine, he made a complaint in Guruprasad, complaint against me that now it was a casual meeting. Baba was in a very good mood, and we had just gossiping with Baba, and what he said is what that my friend said. Baba Pratap is very hot tempered, very short tempered person. Baba is just, why you say so? And then that person, friend of mine, he expressed to Baba, Baba, when anybody calls you as a Sadguru, he gets very much upset and he starts quarreling with that person. He doesn't look whether that person is a senior most person, a aged person, or a respected person. He doesn't care for that. He will uh, just shirk of this that Sadguru is not a culture about Baba is the avatar of this age. That and Baba was laughing at me, but then Baba made a remark. What Baba said that no, I don't think he is short tempered. I don't think he's short tempered. I know he is very calm and quiet. But thereafter it happened that I stopped quarreling with the people. Baba did say that stop quarreling, but he did so. He simply said that as I know, he is very calm and quiet. That it brought me to a stage of keeping, accepting it. I mean, keeping quiet, whatever people may say. But Dr. Ghani, I remember one very significant event when there was a program in a temple in the area of Kasbapet. As we know that Baba had a toddy shop in Kasbapet, and Patil, Shelke Patil, he had a house, and Baba had started a sort of a satsang, sort of a weekly program, getting on hire one small room and displaying all the pictures of Sadgurus and collecting the people and singing bhajans. That activity was started by Mir Baba himself. That was Kasbapet. So near about that, it was not exactly in Kasbapet, but on the border of the Kasbapet. There was a small temple, and we were invited to have a bhajan program in that temple. Now, when we go to any temple, any program, Baba program, then we expect that there should be some talk about Meher Baba. And that time Dr. Ghani was there. And our senior, I was too young then, but our senior people, they requested Dr. Ghani, Dr. Ghani, it will be nice for you to accompany us and you can give a talk also on Meher Baba. And Dr. Ghani agreed. But then when they went there, the first thing Dr. Ghani did was he told our people, senior people, to talk with the head of the or the caretaker of the temple. I am Mohammedan. Now I will be entering this temple and giving a talk. Whether he has any objection for Mohammedan to enter the temple, Hindu temple. Dr. Ghani also very particularly, he sends one of our senior person to get a permission from that person for Ghani to enter the temple and give a talk. And naturally, people except some very orthodox temples, there are restrictions. Otherwise, in our usual temple, there is no restriction for anybody to enter there. And they gave a permission. And I remember that Dr. Ghani had given a talk there. His talk, the subject of his talk was this idea of God taking form, human form, and coming down the earth and working as an avatar is very predominant in the Hindu beliefs. But then he said, in one form or the other, it is also accepted in other religions also. You see, in spite of the fact that I was very young then, but that subject of talk, I liked it very much, and I remember still. What he said was the Christians, they don't believe in except God and His messenger Jesus Christ. That is end of everything, and they don't have any other belief. But then Dr. Ghani said that they are waiting for the second advent of Jesus Christ, looking at the sky. About the Mohammedans, he said that even Mohammedans are waiting for the advent of what they say is there is particular name of that. Anyway, I will just give you. But it amounts to that they are also waiting for a personality to come to this earth again after the earlier messenger Hazrat Muhammad, Imam Mehdi, that they are expecting him to appear again on this earth and taking all this review of the other religions. Dr. Gani had said that the avatar is there right now, and he is there in this world. So that this was the conviction which was carried to us when we came in Dr. Gani's close contact. So for us, it was never a problem to accept Meher Baba as the avatar of the age. Much after that, Baba, it is said that Baba first time called himself to be the avatar in Hamirpur, in Puri. Sorry, not Merpuri, it is in Merathana. Because Baba had declared, Baba had gestured that Avatar Meher Baba ki Jai, raising his hand. And people take that was the first time when Baba declared me to be the avatar. But for us, right from 1950, right from 1948 onwards, I do not know why, but the name of Meher Baba came to us as the avatar of the age. And without having any doubt and question in our minds, we just say, yes, Baba is the avatar. That may be the grace, that may be due to the grace that he has bestowed upon some of the young people. Otherwise, even the sincere people searching for God, up to the end, they had their own doubts. Lately, I have read about a very staunch Baba lover who had given everything to Meher Baba, everything. And he was living with Meher Baba, living under the directions of Meher Baba, in obedience to Meher Baba, doing some whatever Baba wanted him to do, he used to do it. He used to assist Baba in all his travels and the must work and everything. That person had to be convinced about Baba's divinity through a must. When that must, after meeting Baba, started dancing, that Ram has come, then only he thought that yes, he is Ram. After giving everything to Meher Baba and remaining under his orders in obedience to him, he had to be convinced through a must that Baba is the avatar or a great personality. He may not be having doubt, but he was satisfied that this is in support of whatever he is carrying that belief. As for we people, I would talk about myself. I never had That's of that sort of anti thought or any doubt about what Mai Baba says about himself. It doesn't mean that I have something special in me, but then that is what it is. That was what it was. So I never, if anybody reports any miraculous happening or there is a chapter in Dr. Donkey's book, Wayfarers, and those who bear witnesses. I just read it, that's all. But that doesn't make any changes in my conviction about Mai Baba. Or that doesn't bring me untold happiness. I just read that if anybody reports any miraculous happening, I just listen to it. That's all. But that proves that Mai Baba is grown, that thought never comes to me. I remember I had something in my mind to tell you, but then anyway, so this sort of a conviction, it only comes when there is a grace by the master, and supporting to that, we were moving in that atmosphere. All our people, all our colleagues, young boys who were attracted towards Mai Baba, they had the same belief that Baba is the avatar. The same belief and same conviction. All of us. So that is our fortune. Now, I would just ask. Last time, some suggestion was given to me, whether it was for a song or whether it was for a topic. I don't remember what it was for. Perhaps Prakash may be remembering. Somebody had suggested that next time I should either sing or take up the subject or something of that sort.
That's a good one.
Can anybody tell me about it?
Betty, do you have any remembrance of that?
I'm not, maybe Rosalie remembers. I don't.
Yeah, I remember Pratap. I wanted to hear what Baba sang the night before he took silence.
Oh.
You sang it to us one time. It was the night before Baba became silent.
That was a song?
It was a song, yeah.
And I sang it?
I thought it was you that sang it. I can't imagine. No, it had to be you.
Can you tell me the meaning of the song?
No, I absolutely cannot tell you the meaning of the song, but just to know that it's the last thing he's sang, I wanted to hear it again.
Wow.
Yeah, I wanted to hear it again. So you have no recall of that song?
My God.
I remember asking, I remember thinking, oh, I'd like to hear that again. I want to hear that again.
I think, Pratapji,
which one?
I wonder if this is a song. Shyam Sundar ki Sudhu Buddha, that song. That
But
perhaps
I don't
last
sing that
song.
song. I don't sing that song.
Yeah, that song is by Niyaz. And according to what I know, that Baba sang that song as the last one before he started
Yes,
his.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yes. But I don't have that song with me. In fact, Gopi is very fond of that song whenever
Right.
he goes. But I never sing that song. If you
But-
want,
Another song of your choice, Pratap, another ghazal of your choice.
mm, anyway, I will sing something so for you,
Thank you.
something of interest for you. This is a song based on the relation of the lover and the beloved and the lover. It's a beautiful song. खुदा के वास्ते खुदा के वास्ते अब बेरुखी से कामन ले खुदा के वास्ते अब बेरुखी से कामन ले खुदा के वास्ते खुदा के वास्ते अब बेरुखी से कामन ले खुदा के वास्ते अब बेरुखी से कामन ले तड़प के फिर कोई तड़प के फिर कोई दामन को तेरे थामन ले तड़प के फिर कोई दामन को तेरे थामन ले खुदा के वास्ते. This is a complaint by a lover. She or he is praying to the beloved. Don't be so much cruel to me. Don't be so much indifferent to me. Don't be so much careless towards me. Don't be so much dry towards me. It may happen that some of we lovers, they would catch hold of your daman and stop you from going away from us. They will hold your daman tight and they won't allow you to go away from us. खुदा के वास्ते अब बेरुखी से कामन ले तड़प के फिर कोई दामन को तेरे दामन ले वफा तो कैसी जफानी नहीं है अब हम पर वफा तो कैसी जफा भी नहीं है अब हम पर अब हम पर वफा तो कैसी जफा भी नहीं है अब हम पर, अब इतना सख्त, अब इतना सख्त मोहब्बत से इंतकाम ले, अब इतना सख्त मोहब्बत से इंतकाम ले. A beautiful expression. You don't have faith in me. You don't have a belief in me. At the same time, you don't have disbelief also in me. What does it mean that to have nothing, neither belief nor disbelief? That means cutting out the entire relation. And that the lover is bringing to the notice of that beloved, that you don't have faith in me, you don't have disbelief also in me, and you are taking a cruel attitude towards my love for you. You are taking very cruel attitude towards my love for you. It is really unbearable for me. वफा तो कैसी जफा भी नहीं है अब हम पर, अब इतना सख्त मोहब्बत से इंतकाम ले. Don't take a revenge from my, don't take a revenge from my love. Don't be revengeful towards my love for you. अब इतना सख्त मोहब्बत से इंतकाम ले. जमाने भर में चर्चे मेरी तबाही के, जमाने भर में है चर्चे मेरी तबाही के. मैं डर रहा हूँ, मैं डर रहा हूँ, कहीं कोई तेरा नाम न ले. मैं डर रहा हूँ, कहीं कोई तेरा नाम न ले. See, the lover, what he says to his beloved is, people talk about my miseries, my miserable condition. I am in fact ruined in the matter of love. I fell in love and I ruined in that game of love. And people talk about me, how I have lost everything. But I am worried that they may not blame you for that. That lover says, people talk about my ruination, but then I am afraid that they may not take your name. That means you are the cause of my miseries. They may not say so. So even in that, he is expressing his love and concern for the lover, for the beloved. ज़माने भर में चर्चे मेरी तबाही के, मैं डर रहा हूँ, कहीं कोई तेरा नाम न ले. मैं डर रहा हूँ, कहीं कोई तेरा नाम न ले. is a challenge to that beloved. मैं जानू जग के बुझाए तुझी तृष्णगी दिल की, मैं जानू जग के बुझा दे तू तृष्णगी दिल की. तृष्णगी थर्स्ट. मैं जानू जग के बुझा दे तू तृष्णगी दिल की, वगरन आज से दरिया दिली खाना मन ले, वगरन आज से दरिया दिली खाना मन ले. It's a challenge by the lover to the beloved. What he says is that if you cannot quench my thirst, don't call yourself to be a compassionate one. If you are not able or if you are not ready to quench the thirst of my heart, stop calling yourself to be a person with heart like a ocean. To have love in your heart like a ocean, like water in the ocean. If you are not able to do a simple thing for me to quench my thirst for your love, don't call yourself to be an ocean of love. मैं जानू जब के बुझा रे तू तृष्णगी दिल की, वगरन आज से दरिया दिले कहना मन ले, वगरन आज से दरिया दिले कहना मन ले, वगरन. रघु रखू नील करम, अब मैं उससे क्या साहिल. रखू नील करम, अब मैं उससे क्या साहिल. अब मैं उससे क्या साहिल. नजर से भी के जब, नजर से भी के जब जालिम मेरा सलाम ले. नजर से भी के जब जालिम मेरा सलाम ले. नजर से भी के जब जालिम मेरा सलाम ले. What he says is, what can I expect from you? It is useless on my part to expect anything from you. Anything, either love or grace or a good feeling. What can I expect from you when you are not acknowledging my salam? You have become so very indifferent to me that if I greet you with, with my salam, you turn your face away from me. What what I can expect from you thereafter. So this is very beautiful ghazal. रखूं उम्मीद कर्म अब मैं उसका साहिल नजर से भी कि जब जालिम मेरा सलाम ले नजर से भी कि जब जालिम मेरा सलाम ले नजर से भी कि जब the word used is a beautiful word. That is the craving of the love. He calls his beloved as his zalim. Zalim means cruel one. You are so very cruel that you are not even acknowledging my salam. That is the beautiful ghazal which came to my mind to sing before you. And still there is little time, no?
Yes, yes, sir.
There is about 10 minutes time.
Yeah.
Any one can ask any question so that we can talk more, little more, because there is still time, little time.
So in this gathering that happened,
Any question?
yeah, I was asking in the gathering that happened recently, the Deccan College, were there a lot of new Baba lovers? I mean, somebody who didn't know about Baba who came?
Deccan College program.
So is it all Baba lovers who knew Baba, or were there some students of the college as well? Students and lecturers and those kinds of people. Oh.
I'm sorry.
No, let me
Yes,
repeat.
yes. I'm very sorry.
No problem. I was asking, were there new people who came to the gathering, the Deccan College gathering, or just Baba lovers from various places?
Baba lovers were there, of course. Many people came from Mehrabad, many people came from other places also. But then the college staff and the dean and the assistant to the vice chancellor, they were the officers were there. Not very few, not very many, but few were there, were very attentive to all these talks which were given there. And the subject which were selected for giving talks were Ramakrishna was also there. He gave talk on Mere Baba's silence. Then there was a talk on the evolution theory which Baba has given. There was talk on 10 states of God, and there was a talk on Mere Baba's early activities in Pune, and now whatever activities are going on in his name, that is through the center. And so Mernath was there, Ramakrishna was there, the secretary of
Hyderabad Center.
yes, Rajendra Bhair was there, and Cyrus Khambata was there. Every speaker was a extra one. They were well prepared about that their subjects, and all the talks were very interesting talks, except some, except one flaw. I would say that they were all spoken in English.
Oh,
Oh.
Yes, that could have been avoided. Because one cannot expect everyone to understand English. So all the
Did
talks were, and this is philosophical talk. So all the talks were in English.
Mehnat spoke in Hindi? No, not.
No, Mernath also talked mostly in
Oh,
English and
English. Okay.
little Hindi, but then mostly in English only. Some Cyrus also talk little, but then in the flow they start talking in English only. That was only the shortcoming in that program. Otherwise, the program was a very grand program, and I'm sure that whenever they used to sit there, because they were busy people. Even the officers and all, they were busy people. They certain time they would go for little time and then come back and sit there. They'd go come back and sit there. But then whenever they sit there, they were very attentive to all their talks. And I am sure that this particular Pandey, which I am talking about, the dean, he seems to be knowing Mir Baba from early time also. He must have heard and known about Mir Baba. That's why he is too much interested. And then the assistants were also very good with us, very attentive. And we had served afternoon lunch to everybody who was present there. And then in the end, we had some songs, prayers and arti. So whoever were there, present there, they were very attentive, giving a good response.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that Baba must be having something in his mind. He must be initiating his work, whatever he wants to get done from the staff members of that college.
Right. That is true. So Betty, I thought had a question. Your hand was up for some time. Yeah.
you kind of answered it. I was wondering, Pratap, if you felt that the audience was very receptive to Baba, to if the members of the college was it a good feeling? Did they seem to be interested? I think you said yes, you thought so.
Yeah.
It's okay. You answered it.
Pratapji, you already answered that.
Yes.
Yeah. You already answered it. Yeah. Yeah.
What she wants me to.
No, Betty was asking if people felt interested about Baba. I mean, and talks about Baba and in knowing more about Baba, the new ones who came. So you already answered by saying that, of course, everybody was more keen and they listened to everything that happened and that kind of thing. So it's fine. And you did. So, and there is Meher Kiran. He has a question.
Yeah, Jai Baba Pratap ji.
Yes, please, Jai Baba.
Yeah, I was reading one book, this one, Tom Riley's book, he wrote
Which book you said?
Tom Riley's book, More Light.
I see, huh?
He wrote in the East-West gathering, one singer, Pat Vardhan. He was singing and everybody was mesmerized, or he wrote like it was, the line is, an exceptional singer, one of Baba's favorites, named Pat Vardhan, performed for us. His singing created an atmosphere of such oneness among us. You know, on the singer Patwardhan.
Patwardhan Bhuvansam. Patwardhan.
East-West gathering, in the East-West gathering, as we see that there were two sessions. One early morning session was for the Westerners, for all these people who have come from out of India countries. And there were about 50 people, little more, little less, or 150 or some people. So, and in the afternoon, there used to be session for the local people. When we used to go and on the stage and sing bhajans, and Baba Darshan program used to go on like that. But in the morning sessions, Baba was focusing on the Westerners only. During that time, this Patwardhan Bua, Patwardhan Bua is a very respectable person in the among the classical singers. Very respectable person. Patwardhan Bua, Vinayak Rao Patwardhan, and he has a one peculiar style of singing that is a rhythmic singing. Tarana. It is called taran. Tan tam rhythm, and it's a very fast pronouncing. And Baba used to like it very much. And Baba wanted he should sing for the Westerners. Baba wanted to show the Indian style of singing. This Patwardhan Bua, he had his program to go abroad. He has purchased the tickets also. But when Baba wanted him to perform before the Westerners, he cancelled the ticket, got it cancelled, and then he responded to Baba's may I say, Baba's request that he should sing before the Westerners, and that he honored Baba's request. Earlier also he had come and sang before Baba. He was such a, his very appearance was so very polite, so very polite. He had brought all his family members to Baba, and he has great respect for Baba, a very great respect for Baba. And what Baba was concerned was not with the name and fame that person gets. Baba was concerned with his heart, and that person was really had full of love in his heart for Baba. And whenever singing before Baba, he used to lose himself and sing in his masti, in his own mood. So that was about that Patwardhan Bua. Very nice person. Very. So was also one by name Vasantrao Deshpande. He was also similar type, a classical singer, and he used to lose himself in when he is singing before Baba. His voice was very flexible voice, going from down to top. He was fluently going from top and from top to bottom. When once Begum Akhtar was there, and there was a program by Vasantrao Deshpande, and Begum Akhtar, Begum Akhtar sit right close to Baba's feet, and Baba is asking her how you like his singing, and she said, Baba, what to talk about his singing? His voice is so very like a waterfall falling from top to bottom. It is so very fluent like a waterfall. That is she described. And then Baba said to her, your singing is also similarly good. Your style is different, but your singing is also very interesting. That was Baba had said. So Baba had a very high liking for music. As we know that he was a good singer also, but then nobody from us have heard him. Only the earlier people have heard him. But then, had we have these all these recordings and all that, somebody could have recorded Baba's voice, but that was not to be. It was too early. Baba stopped singing 1925. Talk, stop talking and singing. But then that was a very great suffering from Mir Baba. As we usually find, I remember when we had gone to one place in India, in a city, in a township, and a very old person, he must be of about 80 or so, very soft looking person, but he was a very good singer in his old days. And we had gone there to have to sing bhajans. This is a nice family, very good family. They received us, and some of our people, Mr. Thades and his family members, and then we people, we all gathered in that house, and we had a very good singing program. When we were singing, that person was he he had that urge to sing, and he said that I would like to also like to have one song, and he sang so beautifully. I tell you, in that age also he could sing so beautifully, and all the family members were telling us that for years together, after years, he has sung before you because he was so very happy to listen to your song, and he was prompted to sing himself after so many years. He has stopped singing, but then today he was unable to sing. So the for a singer, it becomes very difficult to control himself when there is a good singing program. And Baba has being a singer, we can just imagine Baba's when Baba is listening to people singing. And he must be controlling his own urge to sing. That was a great suffering from Baba. But then always Baba's facial expressions to speak, they were so well speaking. If anything, anything is lacking in tune or lacking in tal or rhythm, immediately these cross lines will be seen on Baba's face, indicating that there is something lacking in the singing. So whatever urge that he must be having, it used to speak on his face. A good singing he will always appreciate it. But then he also had one who is egoistic person sitting for singing. Then of course Baba would be not very happy about it. There is one story about it. I had already said it once, but I may tell you next time, if at all we have uh, that topic in my mind, I will definitely tell you. Today, of course, we have finished our time, And we take Aarti today.
Yes.
Thanks.
Yes.
Jahan Kalpana. Please.
Divya Sanatana.
Yes, that's the one. Yeah.
All right.
Uncle.
Oh,
right.
glorious.
जहाँ कल्पना शब्दन पहुँचे ऐसे नेति नेति वेद पुकारे महिमा तोरी अपार दिव्य सनातन परम दया गणेश दिव्य सनातन परम दया गणेश हे जगदोधारो मेहर मन आरती स्वीकारो मेहर मन आरती स्वीकारो धूप दीप चंदन चरसाना भोग लगाना फूल चढ़ाना तुमरा ही तुमको लौटाना काहे बड़ाई करो मेहर मन आरती स्वीकारो मेहर मन आरती स्वीकारो सकल निधि के तुम कारण हो सकल विश्व तारण हारे हो तुम सम और नहीं तुम ही हो हे सत अवतारो मेहर मन आरती स्वीकारो मेहर मन आरती स्वीकारो सकल चराचर तुम्हारी माया माया भी तो तुम्हारी छाया तुमरा अंत न कोई पाया तुम हो अनंत खरो मेहर मन आरती स्वीकारो मेहर मन आरती स्वीकारो अपने को जब जो नहीं जाने महिमा तुम्हारी क्या पहचाने जो कुछ भी कहते अनजाने गुण गाते तुमरो मेहर मन आरती स्वीकारो मेहर मन आरती स्वीकारो सीमा नाही तुम्हारी कृपा को क्या कोई दे सकता प्रभु तुमको भीख चुनी दो प्रियनी जनों को नित्य तुम्हें सुमिरो मेहर मन आरती स्वीकारो मेहर मने आरती स्वीकारो दिव्य सनातन परम दया घन जगदोधारो मेहर मन आरती स्वीकारो मेहर मन आरती स्वीकारो. Jai Baba to all of you.
Jai.
One thing I would like to say is that whenever any of you want me to sing any song which you remember that I have sung it, you please tell me. I will definitely oblige. I will be obliged to sing it before you. Or any story to be repeated, that also you can freely talk to me. Don't hesitate to do that, because it is, after all, a heart-to-heart talk. We are talking about Meher Baba, and all this. Once I was just I had once said to in Myrtle Beach. I had said once that I have already told this story, but then one girl by name Linda, she said to me, very forcefully that any number of times you may repeat this, you will enjoy the story. We'll enjoy these Baba stories. So don't say that I have already told it. You may also take suggestion from this. If you want me to repeat any of these old stories, I will definitely do it. Any song, I'll do it, because Prakash is having a lot of songs in his mind. And so be free to ask me.
Yeah. Jai Baba.
Pratap, I want to hear more of your times with Ghani. I just didn't hear, I enjoy so much to hear of his humor.
Mhm.
Yes.
Ghani with Meher Baba, yeah.
Yes.
Mr. Pratap Ahir, the lyrics, the words of this arti that you just sang is done by Bao Kalchuri, correct? Baoji?
Oh,
No, that's by Madhusudan.
Manasudan.
Oh, by Madhusudan. Okay. Yeah, we sing this at the Baba Samadhi every other.
Which one, Prakash?
This one,
Yaha
arti,
Kalpana.
yeah, the one you just
Ah.
sang. Meher Baba Arti, Baba accept my Arti. This one that you just sang.
Yes, Aarti is composed by Madhusudan. Also, there are several Aartis now coming out. This Gujarati Aarti, on that tune, there are Marathi Aartis also, which have been composed by Dr. C.D. Deshmukh.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
earlier times, one Shahane was there. She had also composed one Aarti.
Mhm.
So many Aartis are coming out. We sing all these Aartis. We sing the English Aarti, Australian Aarti also, and also the American Aarti. And we enjoy singing turn by turn. Now during the birthday functions, we had function for 7 days. So all the 7 days we had different Aartis every closing of the program with different Aartis, one at a time. So Thank you so much.
Maybe Ghani next time. Talk the Ghani stories next time.
Pratap, perhaps just the first line. Could you tell us in English? Jahan Kal Hana Shabda Apahuncha. Yeah, I don't dare to try to pronounce these words. Would you mind just slowly say that first phrase, the first, Vineti Neti Veda Pukare Mahima Tori Apa?
Yes, yes,
Just
yes.
that.
I have in my mind to tell the stories. In fact, to take a review of all these yearly melas, they are held in Hamirpur district, and how they conduct all these. That sometime I'm going to take that subject, because that subject may be spread over 2-3 sessions, and we will do it. And I may also talk about the Andhra people. In Andhra activities also, there have been a lot of things that we have to understand, especially the Rajamandri meeting which Baba had held. There are so many things. So let us have a free discussion, free talk on whatever comes to our mind. We will talk here. So today, Jai Baba to all of you.
Hey, Baba.
Jai Baba.
Jai Baba, thank you.
Yeah, let's all say Baba's name 3 times. Avatar.
Yes.
Avatar.
Baba.
Baba,
Jai.
Jai.
Avatar.
Avatar.
Baba.
Meher Baba ki
Jai.
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 Avatar.
Meher Baba
Baba.
ki
Jai.
Jai.
Thank you,
Jai.
Pratap.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Jai
Thank
Baba.
Jai.
you.